Hello, this is Carcino here, and let's discuss it. We've seen different situations happen where people have been discriminated against, whether it's uh, race, color, or what have you, whatever the record or the case may be. We've seen these injustices happen around the globe, and Russell Simmons' daughter, his baby daughter, was one under the attack. Now, she's Asian and black. She's mixed, and she lives in Beverly Hills, California. She's rich. Akoi Lee, if I'm saying that correct. And she made a Instagram video that went viral. And in that Instagram video, she was expressing how a person in her classroom who is of Caucasian descent was calling her the N word regularly. The school knew about it and did nothing. So that shows you, well, as you already know, that no matter how much money you have, it does not matter. Roach, was that you on MREC video? Oh, Jesus. Oh, gosh, man. You're something else. You are something else. How did I know? The subject, the title subject. Once I saw the title, I knew exactly what it was. How many people have you sent that to? You know that's what I do. Well, anyway, let's get back to it. She's a 16-year-old girl who's got to deal with this for the rest of her life. And he won't stop calling her the N word. So Simmons decided to write an open letter, and he gave it exclusively to Hip Hop DX. Okay, and he said, after seeing my daughter Akoi Lee's experience with a fellow student go viral online, I felt compelled. I felt compelled to write this open letter to the students at her unnamed school for those that missed the live video that went viral. The long story short is a white student addressed her using the N word. It was, as she understood it, normalized behavior for him and no doubt for some others. Here is what he and other students must realize: the dehumanization of people of color around the world has gone on for many centuries and for our entire existence in America, beginning in the transatlantic slave trade, which is documented but not taught well by Western civilization or even in our schools. The suffering of African Americans is part of a human history that is one of, if not the worst examples of mankind's unconscious behavior. This part of history is likely the most brutal period that most people can even imagine. It lasted 430 plus years. The unofficial slavery of Jim Crow, where blacks were forced to work on lands owned by whites, became an ongoing phenomenon that lasted another 75 years. The fact is, the humanization process has lasted throughout African Americans' entire history in America. You could say that the forced segregation and hateful legal practices inflicted upon African Americans never officially ended. You may know that blacks couldn't even vote in many places until 1965, and racism is still alive and well, rising in many aspects of our lives today. It's safe to say that as long as black people have lived in this country, we have, as a collective, never been made to feel equal, and we continue to feel the burden of the disease called white supremacy. My daughter is, in many ways, fortunate to live in Beverly Hills. I'm sorry, live in a bubble where, until this incident, I assume most of her friends in Beverly Hills were kind of shielded in some ways, ignorant, and therefore believed and acted as if that suffering was somehow limited or gone entirely. I encourage them to look deeper, where in the real world they can see clearly the effects of dehumanization of people of color all over the world. A great number of people of color still suffer from discrimination and feelings of inferiority. It's worth mentioning the number one way of keeping a slave has always been to promote their skin color as proof he or she is somehow less than his or her slave master or colonizer. Make no mistake, the sickness of white supremacy is alive and well all over the world, as illustrated in the actual practices of white, either intentionally or unintentionally. We are seeing this all over the media. We are witnessing the rising tide of polarization and hate in America. I would like to believe the rapper made a horrible choice, a misstep, and for that, he needs to be educated, not made into a villain. The language he used is unacceptable, of course, but what I prefer to believe in this case and many others like it is that mostly just thoughtless behavior that needs to be corrected. In fact, I believe the young man is better than his words, these actions of his ancestors. Yes, I introduced the mainstream to rap, but I also promoted the first white rap band, Beastie Boys, and none of them used that language. They respected the culture and the black colleagues. They chose to believe this young man. I choose to believe this young man in question is already a better human being because of this experience. I will ask the students and faculties of her school to synthesize themselves and to use this experience as a teachable moment. So the guy's a rapper? Okay. Together as a group of forward thinkers, teaching and young leaders, they can go forward and mindful of their words and reject thoughtless choices that cause pain to each other. Students, you are part of a new generation that wants to give the same level of freedom and happiness to all the people that you would like to claim for yourselves. Let's, as a team, break the archaic practices of using words that cut instead of being a light and living. Breathe an example of doing better. You are the generation or already the individuals poised to break the chains of negativity. Together, through the kind of open and honest dialogue, I believe that we can change the world. Needs blessing to all the students in the world who hold the future in your hands. Be gentle with it and each other. Russell Simmons. That was beautiful. That was unbelievably beautiful. And totally the rich, black, suburbanized way to handle it. All right, Guru. Now, let's talk about how this should have been handled. Because if this was my child, I would have been out the door before the live chat even finished. That was one. Two, I would have had a wife beat on, my shirt open, and her daddy. I told the daddy of the boy, stay right there. Had him on the ground, and I'd have been whooping him with a belt. I'm going to do what you should have been doing to your boy. Whop, 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 whop. Now, you next. Because you've been teaching. Who taught you that? Who taught you that? Where you pick that up from? Your daddy let you say it at home? You letting him say it at home? So you saying it too, huh? Come on out here. You're going to take these licks. I'd already told my girl, hey, get the bail money ready. This is how much it is. Get the lawyer. Tell him I'm going down. This is what you go down for. If you go to jail, this is what you're going for. I'll be like, this is where you go down at. Somebody's getting the James Evans butt whooping. You getting the James Evans butt whooping. Listen here, Jack. When you hear Jack, somebody finna get it. Look, I ain't playing, Jack. Whop, whop, whop. Somebody got to go. They gonna get them whelps put on them. Yeah, I got you inward right here. Whop, 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 whop. Ah! Yeah, stings, don't it? Yeah, somebody got to go. Then he's a white rapper. And her daddy is known for producing rap records. How ironic is that? Irony. And he'd be like, well, the rappers can say it. It's like, okay, it's freedom of speech, but you better read the fine print. But watch what you say. Your words have consequences. This is Beverly Hills. Be like, use your words carefully. In Beverly Hills, even a messenger, words they be held accountable for. Choose your words carefully. Well, I was saying, this is started right off. This is Beverly Hills. Russ right now could do that. Russ could. I mean, I doubt he make it anywhere. But obviously, whoever his father is, you got to remember, this is a school where rich people go. This ain't no poor white rapper. So if he's a rapper, he's a kid of somebody who's a record producer or somebody with some power, you know. Now the school will definitely have to look into this. Oh, they would have had it on TMZ. They'd have had it all. I'd have called TMZ. Y'all better get here. Y'all better get him before I kill him. He finna get that James Evans. Come here, boy. Come here. He gonna be, sir, you're not my father. What'd you say? Huh? Come here. Come here. Stop. You gonna talk about my daughter? Huh? Shut up. You know who I am. You know who my daughter is, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. You gonna talk about my daughter again? You know what? Stop. 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 Yeah. I bet you he stopped saying it then. Daddy don't like it. He just can't come in here with my son. I mean, did you get it from him? Did your daddy say it? Yeah, don't lie to me, boy. Oh, so you been saying it too, huh? Come on out here. Come on. Come on. Now you're not gonna hit me. I'm gonna call my lawyer. Swap, 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 swap. I'm rich. Swap, swap, swap. I pay the fine. Swap, swap, swap. You got that, TMZ? Yeah, swap, swap. Are you gonna stop saying it? You gonna say it again? No. Shoot, they gonna roll this back to 79. My uncle be out there with some doggone corduroy pants, a turtleneck sweater, and a doggone belt wrapped around his hand. Got it wrapped around his fist and got the long part out. He ready to go. He got that for grip. Swap, 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 swap. They call that child abuse. We call it discipline. They've been doing it their way, and things are much worse now than they've ever been, right? So whose way works? Oh, let the DCFS people kind of come in their house and try to take something. We coming to take, we coming to take them. You're gonna be taking some licks. You ain't coming in my house taking nothing. I'm telling you, they know not to play with black families like that. I seen a DCFS guy had to come back with the cop. He got towed up coming in there talking about what he was taking. No, no, we here to get her. She coming with us. Swap, 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 swap. The uncle came in there whooping him. Put my hand on her, auntie. Swap, swap. You all right, auntie? They don't play no game. Now, if a kid is being abused, by all means, please go get the kid. But if some spoiled little brat just want to, I'm gonna get my mom arrested to show them that I'm in charge. You know, spoiled teen mad because she didn't get an iPhone. Swap, 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 swap. I'll be tearing them up before they even get there. You gonna get a good one on your way out the door. I've been and told them up, get the rubbing alcohol, pour it on them. Ah! Swap, 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 swap. Yeah, shoot, you tell her, I'm gonna call the cop. Go ahead, call them, pick them, touch my phone. Swap! Ah! Swap, 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 swap. You get towed up. No exception. And you looking like Negan, boy. I had them lined up. Ain't nobody gonna tell me I ain't whooping no kids. They start messing up, they gonna get put in place. I'm gonna have them lined up like Negan. Y'all pissed and y'all paying. Mm. No, only if they mess up. Now I don't like to hit no kid. I'm a reason with them first. But then the reason, if you don't understand it, you ain't listening to the reason, then you gonna feel the reason. The same way we was taught. Sometimes we ain't get no the reasoning was with the whooping. We got the reason with the whooping. Did not tell you don't do why would you do that? We got a whooping with the job. The reasons by Beverly was probably playing while we was getting the whooping. Reason, the reasons, swap, 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 swap. The reason that go to bed. That's what I'm saying. Russell Westbrook should have been on point out there. 10 people. I mean, Russell Simmons should have been out there. You know, that's what I'm saying. He totally Hollywood. I wouldn't have wrote no letter. Ain't no 16-year-old finna even read. You put that nice letter out there, you think his daddy gonna read that? They going around saying the N-word? He probably going, the nigger knows how to write. Somebody taught the nigger how to read and write. See, you believe this? You trying to reason with him? I'm gonna show you the reason. I ain't trying to write him no letter. I'm gonna be write him a letter from prison. I realize now that my actions were wrong. He'd have got that letter from prison. You know, I know I can never give you back your eyeball. And your arm in time, they said, will heal, and through rehab, you should be able to use it again. But your other arm, you know, They have prosthetics for that. And I know you got to go through therapy having that other piece of your arm shoved up your butt like that. I'm sorry. Hope this letter reaches you to know that I'm a changed man. That's the only time he would have got a letter. They would have got the James Evans special. I'd have looked at the menu. What type of beating do I want to give? The Rodney King, the James Evans. Ooh, the James Evans, please. With the leather, with 100% genuine cow strap leather, please. Coming right up, sir. Thank you. Wrap it up. Yeah, come here. Come here. Come here. The reason. Stop. Stop. The reason why we're here. Stop. Stop. I'm telling you, boy, we got some whoopings, boy. That's what I'm saying, boy. You got toe up, but you learned. You learned. You was gonna mind. Shoot, you was down south. Ain't no DCF down south. You was toe up with switches. You got the doggone. That's what I'm saying. I was surprised. What's his name was going to jail in Houston. I'm like, that's a normal whooping for him. And he tore his son up with that switch. They was, oh my God, he tore him up with a switch. When they hit him with that switch, it was like, man, tore him up with that switch. Tore him up. Peterson tore him up with that switch. Now, that's the northern whooping. As I told you, black folks, they use music as theme music. They need background. They be, oh, okay, hold on. Let me play my record. Boom, 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 boom. And another one down, slap, slap. And another one, slap. Another one back to down, slap. Hey, we gonna get you too, slap. Another one bites the dust. They come in prepared. How you think we gonna get along? Slap, slap, slap. Man, and don't ever catch the belt. People don't realize that's a reflex. You just out of reflex, out of desperation, reaching up, you catch the belt. You just want a breath. You reach up and catch the belt, maybe. Okay. They get recharged. They get recharged. When you catch that belt, that is the worst thing you can do. Let go of this belt. You just out of reflex, you telling your hand, let it go. Your hand like hell no. I'm holding on to this belt till I feel like I need this to stop. You're making it worse. Hand, let go of that belt. No, no. I feel like, please forgive me. And he goes, okay. He starts wrapping that belt up on that hand, getting closer to you. And you get close, pull that belt out. Ta! Then he got that little piece of belt. Pop, 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 pop. Pop, 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 pop. Now go grab the belt. Woo! You gonna get some of that down south whooping. But what you gonna do is mine. As they say down south, you gonna mind me. Oh man, the number one getting beat to song is Teddy Pendergrass. TKO. Love is a TKO. Woo! That's what's going on with you. That song be going on. I think I better let it go. Wah, 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 wah. Looks like another love TKO. Swap, swap, swap. Oh, oh. Over the years, stop, stop. It's like they go put that record on. Now, I wasn't a three whooping a day guy. Now, I wasn't like that now. I'm somebody that learned from the beatings. I didn't want to keep getting beat. My beatings were spaced out. My beatings were spaced out. Now, I had a cousin who just got beat all the time because he just became immune to the beating. So he taught me how to block the belt. He was like, when you get hit with the belt, kind of like meet the belt. That way it wraps around your arm and don't hurt that much. But you got to sell it like it's hurting you. If they see it ain't hurting you, then they gonna move to something else. Start beating you with a shoe, broom. I could take a shoe. Broom, I could. Yeah, I broke the broom one time with my arm. Yeah, I learned how to get through that broom. So they got the aluminum broom, then it bent on me. So I turned my back like this and they hit it. Yeah, it bent. Yeah, so then she just started beating me some more with it. But yeah, I could take that. So yeah, he was Baby's kid. That was the last whooping I ever got. Was with an extension cord. And that was the worst. You might as well get a salt tip whip. That ain't no joke. Shoot, that was like that whooping there. I'll remember that for the rest of my life. That was like 12 years a slave. What I did to get a whooping like that? Have a bad report card. The last bad report card I had. I never had a one like that again. That one was bad. Like that report card was so bad. Like I just didn't care. That was the didn't care card. I cared after that. Yeah, I was thinking back to the beat. I remember one of the last whoopings I got. They were close around each other. I was trying to think. One was a whooping with the belt, and the other one was the last one I got was the extension cord for the report card. That one was in. I was in eighth grade, and the other whooping was because I was at Brian's house. Wasn't supposed to be over there, and he let somebody in. Somebody stole his game. He knew stole it, but he was scared of that dude. So he tried. He called the cops. After he got up enough gall, after days and days go by, he called the cops. Got his mom to call the cops. And someone said, "I know you stole my game." And then he started acting stupid and went ahead and after acting dumb, got the gall. His mom was a panicker. Called the cops and gonna send the cops to my house so I could tell on the dude who it was. He gonna lie to his mom and said that I told him to let him in, which I didn't do. I was like, I can't. How am I tell somebody to let him into your house? I said, it's up to you, man. You do what you want to do, man. You do. It's your house. You do what you want to do. You ain't want to let him in because dude got a reputation for stealing, and then you let him in your house, and then he steals. What do you want from me? You were the fool. Oh yeah, boy. We used to get toe up from the flow up.